Is my screen visible to all of you? Yes, okay. So this is experiment number 6, which states that set up and run. No, it's not 6, it is 7. To set up and run the selenium test in Jenkins using Maven. Now, before going to start with the experiments, what is selenium? Sorry, no, what is Jenkins and what is Maven? Because selenium, I guess it's a new term for you. So Jenkins and Maven that we have learned in the practical. So what is Jenkins and what is Maven? Whatever you know, the definition or a tool name or whatever, you can say it. You can type the answer in the Selenium Wave Framework. Okay. So before Selenium, what is Jenkins and what is Maven? What is Jenkins and what is Maven? Jenkins, so you are using it from the last 2, 3 experiments. We are using Jenkins. So what is exactly open source automation server? Okay. And then what is Maven? Maven is a building tool. Maven for adding the dependencies. Okay. Is used to add dependencies. It's a building tool. Okay, correct. So I think we have already installed the Maven version, okay, on the Jenkins. First, we open account on Jenkins, and inside the Jenkins, we have installed the JDK and Maven. Okay. Second thing, uh, which one thing or which one software is compulsory for the Jenkins? So your answer should be JDK. The prerequisite for Jenkins is you should have installed JDK on your laptop or on server. Okay. So now we'll start with the seventh experiment of DevOps, that is set up run Selenium test in Jenkins and using Maven. Now before going, have you ever heard the term Selenium? Have you ever heard this term Selenium?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so do you have any something uh, so what's in subjects, so Selenium were there in test cases, something like that? Have you heard such a terms? Software testing, test cases, web scraping with Selenium. Okay, okay, okay. So you had this thing as a subject or as a one of the sub topic in some subject workshop. Okay, okay, very good. So Selenium is familiar with you, right? At least the term or the basic definition of Selenium. Okay. So we'll go to the next slide. That is our first slide is what is software testing? Now this is the basic definitions are written over here. But apart from it, what do you think about the software testing? What is software testing and why do we do it? Whatever you know, you can say it or you can type it in the chat box. There is no need of saying the technical definition to test the strength. Okay, but strength of what? Strength of product or strength of application or strength of any software. What is exactly software testing? Acha, I'll ask you one basic question. How much data it can handle? Okay. Uh, have you ever see some car testing or some vehicle testing like that on YouTube or in personally? Whenever a new car or new vehicle launch in the market or any new application, first they do testing, right? Like before that, before launching, sorry, before launching they do testing. So what they do? to ensure there is no bugs in the software. Okay. To test the performance of the application. Yes, correct. Similarly, like in the vehicle, let's take a car testing. They just check whether the all the parts of the car are working properly or not. Brakes are working properly or not, and these and that. If everything is working properly, then they launch the car. Safety is there. Yes, correct. So similarly over here also in software testing, they test the software. Okay, because whenever you go to the company, no, you have a client. You will get a client. Okay, so client will give you the lots of requirements, and he will say that I want my product with this requirements, and then you have to follow the requirements and you have to make the product of it. Now, before giving a final product to your client, you are supposed to taste that product whether your product is working properly or not. If yes, then it's okay. If not, then in which thing you are lacking, whether you are meeting the requirements or not, the client's expectations or not, like that. So all these things comes under the software testing. So what it does actually, it includes a complete process of executing the components one by one with the help of manual or automated tools. The major objectives of software testing is to identify the bugs or errors within a software and missing requirements or gaps that need to be fixed. And every software company, they needs a software testers to check the quality of the product and make sure that it meets the client expectations. So that is what the software testing. So in company, these are the positions which comes under the software testing. One is a software tester. Now, a tester means what? A person who tests the software. Then, software developer is there. That is a person or team of people who develop the software. Project lead or manager. Project lead or manager means what? They check whether everything is working in the correct time, everything is under the budget. Then your expectations, sorry, your requirements are meeting with the client's expectations or not. And then last one is quality test assurance engineer. So this is also a role where they check the quality of the software. Okay, the quality has to be good, it has to be perfect. Okay. Acha, one more thing. Do you have the subject called the software quality assurance? Do you have subject software quality assurance? No? Okay. Actually, there is a subject called a software quality assurance. Maybe you can have that as I think at the next semester, maybe as an optional subject is there. The elective for next year. Yes, yes, correct. Software quality assurance. Yes, correct. So in that, no, you will come to know that how the developers and how the companies work towards the software quality just to improve it. Okay. So all everything techniques and basic terms and life cycles are there. So this is what software testing, a definition, standard definition, and next one is software testing, the position. These are the position which are there in the company. Now we'll see the tools. Tools it trains for the software testing. Now for testing we have some tools. So with the help of that we test the software. Now the a product or a project is not in the one form. Like suppose Java ka project ही नहीं रहेगा. There will be lots of projects will be there with the multiple languages, with the multiple components, multiple configurations will be there. So as per your requirements, you can use the following tools, okay, to test the software. So in our syllabus, we are going to learn the Selenium, this one. Apart from Selenium, you have testing Vs, HPE Unified Functional Testing, Test Complete, and the Ranorex. Okay. So please note down in your notebook or in the notepad somewhere that in Viva he may ask you, the external may ask you, uh, just name the tools which are there in the software testing apart from Selenium, because Selenium is anyways we are learning. So apart from Selenium, how many tools are there and which are they? Okay, so please note it down somewhere and just have a look what is exactly. Then, any doubt till now? What is software testing and the tools of software testing? Do you want to read this slide? This one? Just read the definition, software testing, because it's very important. See, external will ask you the small definitions only. Yeah? What is software testing? Then what is Selenium? He will not straight away ask you the aim of the experiments, like as per the aim of the experiments. So you should know. Just have a look, see the definition carefully, read it, see the positions which are there in the company. Then any doubt? Software testing, then the tools. Shall I go to the next slide? You can type yes or no in the chat box. Yes, okay. Next is what is test cases. So have you heard this term test case, test cases or test case? Have you heard this term? You can type yes or no. Yes, okay. So what is test cases exactly? Whatever you know, it's a criteria. Okay. Okay, see, try to simply write down in the one statement, like, so that I will also get to know what you're exactly trying to say. Part of testing software, okay. Shivam is saying it's a criteria, okay. But what is exactly, like, why do we need test cases? And input to the code, which should give desired output. Okay. To test each module, yes, correct. To check the bugs in the software, yes, correct. So suppose your project testing a specific condition, yes. For testing software in different condition, yes, correct. Very good. Like suppose you have a big project, okay, and inside the big project, small modules are there. Because whenever you do testing, you make sure that every part, every component of your project is tested. Okay. So whenever, so suppose you are testing one model, so what you will see, whether suppose one function is working correct or not, second function is working correct or not, okay, like that. So based on it you will make a test cases. Okay. So this is the criteria, or this is a parameter, you can say that. First one is test case id. Id means what? 1 2 3 4 5, like that number. Because since you have a big project, so small modules will be there, so lots of test case id will be there. Okay. So just to differentiate it, we use this test case id. Next one is test scenario. So test scenario means what? Exactly what is the module specification of it. That is comes a test scenario. Then test case description is there. Whether your test cases, it comes what is the detail of the test cases. The next one, test steps, prerequisite, data, expected results, parameter, actual results, environment information, and comments. So basically, this is the test case parameters. Okay, before there the test cases. Now here one question arises, whether these test case parameters are compulsory for every company. So your answer should be no. All these things are not compulsory for every company. The parameters changes as per the requirement, project requirement, or the software requirement of the different company. Now what is the common parameter is this one. Id is there, descriptions are there, test steps are there, expected results, actual results. Okay. So few test cases are there. This is one of the sample, they say that. Okay. And based on such a sample, every company create their own test cases. Okay, so here you will see this is there is one definition of test case. It is a document which has a set of test data, preconditions, expected results, and post conditions developed for the particular test scenario in order to verify the compliance against a specific requirement. In short, test case is an English document where you exactly make a table, you write down the test cases, and you check whether it is pass or fail, like that. Okay, I'll give you one example so you will come to know that what is exactly test cases is. See here. Here you will see there are total 6 columns are there. Okay. First one is test case ID. So if you see in under the test case ID, one, two, three numbers are there. Okay. Test case name, the name for the test cases, description, expected output and actual output. Now these two things are important and the status. Can you tell me the difference between expected output and the actual output? What is the difference between expected output and the actual output? What is the difference between expected and actual output? Which we want and which we get. Expected output is what is desired and actual is what the code gives. Exactly correct. And based on that, based on these two parameters, your status is defined like pass or fail. Okay. So let's take up an example. See test case ID 1. I gave a test case name as a addition. Description, I simply put one uh, mathematical formula, that is 2 plus 2. What is expected output? 4, because we know the answer 2 plus 2 is 4. And actual output, I got answer as 4 only. So my status is pass. It means the software tested is done successful. Okay. Now, if you notice the second test case ID, test case name subtraction, description is 2 minus 2. What is expected output? 0. But what I got as the actual output is 1. So my status is fail. So when the pass and fail comes, when expected and actual output both are same, it means that your status is pass. And if both are different, it means that your status is fail. Understood? Understood these two test cases? Now my question is, here my status, my test cases is pass. Okay, so now my test case will go to the next procedure. What about this one? This test cases is fail. Now what will happen to these test cases? What will happen to the failure test case? Can anyone tell me what will happen to the failure test cases? Will be sent back for the correction. Yes, then it will go to the developer. Yes, correct. So developer will check, he will correct the changes, and then again he have to give this, follow the steps, test case description, expected actual output, and the status will be pass. If it is pass, then it will go to the next one. If it is fail, then again it will go to backside. Okay, now here test case id, test case name is login. My description is what? User should provide the correct username. This is my test case description. What is expected output is username enter successfully. Okay, so this message should have come uh, on some login page. Okay, but instead of that, this message came. So what will be the status of it? Is it pass or is it fail? One is saying fail. What about the other? Okay, so the answer should be fail. Yes, correct. Why? Based on two things. One is expected output and actual output both are different. Okay, so that is why your answer should be fail. So this is how you are supposed to write the test cases as a student. Okay, so whenever you go to the company, there will be a format for the company. The company manager, he will give you the format and then you have to follow the format. But this is what the basic things. Okay, so suppose uh, in your exam, okay, not for this subject but in the next year, suppose they ask you to write down the test cases for Gmail login. Okay, so how many test cases will be there for Gmail login? Okay, so this is Gmail login, so I want to write down the test cases. So can you tell me the test cases? Like, see, take this example, test case name is login. So first one, test case name login will come. User should provide the correct username. Okay, so expected output enter successfully. Actual output should be also enter successfully. Next one. Next one, which what will be the test cases? Password. Yes, correct. Username valid password. Yes, correct. Then what next? Next one. Now user credential part is done. Now suppose if you want to enter the button. Yes, correct. Even button will also come. Correct, like submit button or send button or login button, like that. Now come inside the Gmail login. Suppose if you want to send a data or some attachment file to the respective this thing, compose. So inside the compose, test cases is that suppose if you don't mention the uh, senders or receivers this thing email ID. Okay, and apart from that you just simply write on the subject and the message and everything, but email ID is not mentioned. So that part is also come under the test cases. Attachment compose, yes, correct, exactly. Okay, so this is how test cases should be created, and these are the basic parameters: ID, test case name, description, expected, actual, and status. Okay, suppose if you want to add anything from this parameter like scenario or state, suppose if you want to add, so you can add it. Okay, done. Password length less than 8. Yes, yes, correct, very good. Now I'll go to the next slide, that is manual testing. Now it is very basic thing. Like suppose testing is there, so again there will be a two parts. One is the manual testing, and another one is the automated testing. So now these test cases, this test cases is what? First statement is C. Test case is a document. So since it's a document, it means a man or a person creates a document, right? So test cases comes under the manual testing category. Okay, it never comes under the automated testing category, because for automated testing we are supposed to use some tools. Okay, so what is manual testing? It's a one of the way of software testing. Doesn't require knowledge of any software tool. Tester manually execute the test cases against the application. Then he compare the actual result with the desired result. If anything is there, then he fixed it or else he rerun the respective test cases. This is what the manual testing. Okay. So see here, three test cases idea is there. Okay. Suppose if one person is handling a big project, there will be a lots of test cases ID were there, and he's supposed to again compare the expected output with the actual output. Then status. If it is failed, then again he has to inform to the developers. Again, developer will resend it. It will be a lots of confusion, and then lots of difficult things will be there. Okay, so to overcome this manual testing we have a automated testing. Then, so by looking at this definition, can you tell me the challenges in the manual testing? Just see the slide or read the lines, and can you tell me what will be the challenge will be there, or challenges were there actually for the manual testing? Now we have our different tools are there, but when we don't have any tools, what were the different challenges for the manual testing. You see the line. Lots of time requirement. Yes, correct. What else? Assume that you are the developer and I gave you some 100 test cases to you and that your deadline is today only. Then what will be the challenges that you will face? Analyzing the test cases. Yes, correct. What else? Keep yourself as a developer, a software tester, and you are doing the manual testing and then think. You will get a lots of idea. Executing the code again and again. Yes, correctly. Then what else? Less accuracy. Can we say that there are high chances of making a mistake because he is the one person or some team of two person like that, and both are supposed to do some 100 test cases. So there will be a chance of risk or errors. Compares a large amount of data. Yes, correct. Plus, it require a presence of tester for 24 by 7. Then they require the manual creation of logs and they have a very limited scope. Okay, so in Viva, again note it down. External may ask you, why are we using the automated tools? Why not manual testing? So you're supposed to explain it why not manual testing and what are the reasons. Like some of your friends just are giving the reasons. Manual monitoring on output. Yes, correct. So these are the reasons you have to say it. Why are you using the automated testing over the manual testing? Okay. So we'll go to the next slide. Now automated testing. So automated testing, we saw some tools, whereas you need not to create a test cases with the help of tools. The tools will do everything for you. Okay. So here in our practical, we are going to learn the Selenium tool. It's an open source automated testing tool used to test the web applications. Can only test the web applications. Unfortunately, desktop and mobile applications cannot be tested. Again, note down over here. In Viva, they may ask you whether Selenium tests all the applications or not from desktop or mobile. So your answer should be no. They can only test the web applications, okay? And they can never test desktop and mobile application. For that, other tools are there like Appium or HP's QTP. These tools are there to test the mobile or desktop application. Okay, so please note it down in your notebook or in the notepad. Selenium only tests web application and they don't test desktop and mobile application. And just read the slide and just let me know whether you have any doubt till now or not. Done? Shall I go to the next slide? Or do you want me to repeat the test cases, then manual testing? Yes or no? No, ma'am. Okay, so I'll go to the next one. Now we know what selenium is, how the basic definition of it. We'll see why it is famous. So first one is what it is easy to use since it's developed in JavaScript. Then it can test a web application against the various browsers like Firefox, Safari, Chrome, Opera. Whereas nowadays everyone uses Firefox and Chrome, so it is very easy. Then test can be coded in several programming languages: Java, Python, Perl, PHP, Ruby. So these are the languages where nowadays everybody making a project in these languages. So with the help of Selenium tool, it will be very easy. If any project is there in this language, you can test it. Next one is platform independent. It means you can deploy on any Mac, Linux, and Windows operating system. And the last one is it can be integrated with the tools like JUnit and TestNG for test management. Now I want to ask one question. Have you ever heard this term or have you ever saw this term JUnit and TestNG in our practicals? In a Jenkins practical, these two terms, JUnit and TestNG. I'll give you hint also. While performing the Maven project, while compiling the Maven project, have you ever saw this term JUnit, TestNG, or while developing the tools, developing the pipeline? TestNG, JUnit. JUnit continuous testing tool. Yes, it's a testing tool. If you remember, uh, on GitHub, we saw one Maven project. Okay, in that form.xml file were there, right? Form.xml file. So we opened that XML file and we saw the lots of codes were there. So among that, there was one JUnit, means what, some testings were there. So we have actually run the testers, that respective projects or respective applications on our Jenkins. So in that experiment, JUnit and TestNG were there. So today also we are going to run the respective files with the help of JUnit and TestNG. Okay, so this is how Selenium is integrated with these tools. Okay, so these are the reasons why it is famous in the worldwide, why everyone is using it. Now we'll see the advantages and these are the limitations. So please read it one by one. The advantages. Most advantages are same, like they support the languages, support the various browser, reusability is there, then extremely reliable, open source is there, easy to implement. Note down the advantages. What is the advantage of selenium testing? The limitations of selenium testing. Then why it is famous. So note it down somewhere. These are the questions in why or Viva external may ask. Just read it and please let me know once you have finished it. So I'll go to the next slide. And note it down now. Please don't forget. Done with reading the advantages of selenium testing. Shall I go to the next slide? Or do you need some more time to read it? can type yes or no in the chat box. So I'll come to know that. Do you need more time? So I'll wait, or else I'll go to the next slide. Next one, okay. Next one is limitations of selenium testing, or you can also say it as a disadvantage. So what are the disadvantages are there? So please read it. Total 5 disadvantages are there. Done with this limitations of selenium testing. If you're finished, then you can type yes or no in the chat box, or else I'll wait. Yes, okay, next one. Okay, so now this is about the theory of the selenium testing, software testing, what is manual, what is automated, advantage, disadvantage. So now we'll do the practical. So please open your Jenkins account and click on the new item. Open your Jenkins account and please click on the new item. Done? Now, so what you have to do is our first our aim is to set up and run the Selenium test in Jenkins using Maven. So that is why while creating a new item or new project, we have to select the Maven project. Okay, पहले हम लोग freestyle project select करते थे, right? But since our project name is different, so we have to create the Maven project. So please give some name to your project, select Maven project and click on the OK button and take a screenshot of it. Repeat, OK. Type a name, click on the new item, type some name over here, select Maven project, Take a screenshot, highlight the Maven project, and after that click on the OK button.
Ma'am, I'm not getting the Mapping project option.
How come? Can you share your screen? Or do one thing, just go to the configuration and install the Maven. We had done this installation of Maven some 2, 3 experiments back at least. What about the others? Are you getting this screen? This one?
Ma'am, I'm sharing my screen.
Okay, okay. But I'll stop sharing my screen. Just wait.
Ma'am, actually, I've forgotten my last Jenkins account password. That's why I have to create the new one. So I think that's why it is not showing me.
Okay.
So, ma'am, here it is.
Just open. Go to the Manage Jenkins. Manage Jenkins. Yes. Global tool configuration. Global tool. Huh. Scroll down. You will see Maven installation. Click on Add Maven. Scroll down. Which version is there?
3.8.2.
Okay. Now click. Okay. Keep it as it is. Click on the Save button. Huh. Now go back. New item. Huh. Refresh it. Refresh it. It should come actually.
No, ma'am.
So one thing. Log out and again log in again. Now go to the new item.
No, ma'am.
It's not coming.
No.
So what about the others? Because it should come actually. I need to check. You can stop sharing. Yes, other students, are you getting the screen? This one Maven project as an option because one of your friend is not getting. Yes, okay. Then Uttam, you just wait. You just try it again, and we'll see. Because it should come out. Okay, so this is done. Now next one is it will simply give you the screen of configuration, whereas build and everything is there, right? Okay. So now scroll down. Use a little bit. Click on the Git button and simply give this link. So I'll share my GitHub account. Open GitHub account on the new tab. See this one. Use the same Git link. Maven project. This Maven project we were using, right? So here code, click on this thing, copy it, go back to the Git one here, and in the repository URL paste it. Just let me know once you're finished with this thing. Repeat. Okay, okay. See, I'll share it once again. See, first go to your GitHub account. Now in the search, type JEE, J Lee tutorial. James Lee's name is that. Maven project. Or you can take any Maven project. There's no issue. But since we're using, so one of your three friends, okay, they have shared a link. So please use it. Thanks, guys. Use it and copy and paste it over here. Take a screenshot and highlight these 2 points. Done? If yes, then I'll go to the next one. Just simply take a screenshot. Don't uh, click on yes or save button. If it is done, then type yes or no in the chat box. So that will go to the next one. Yes, okay. So now just scroll down a little bit. You will see Maven version. So Maven old, that is automatically the name will come over here. Root POM, that is POM file. So pom.xml file and inside the goal. So we are going to test a POM file, right? That is why please type test in small letter. This Maven version will come automatically because we have installed it through the global tool configuration. Pom.xml, it's a root of Pom. Since we have choose the Maven project, that's why this option is here. And goals and options. So what is our goal is to test the Pom file. Repeat, okay. See, done with this thing, git uh, copy pasting the git URL. Just scroll down a little bit. You will get a 3 boxes inside the build. One is the Maven version, this Maven old or whatever the Maven name will come by default. Second one pom.xml, this also will come by default. You just have to write down the command or goal, that is text. Maven version is not okay. There is only root. Maven version isn't available. Not getting the Maven version. So are you getting these 2 options, root, POM and the goal and option? Yes, okay. So try fill it, form.xml and test this one. Take a screenshot and then click on save button. And after that, click on the build now, means run the respective project. Here my project name is Selenium, so you will get as Maven project Selenium and then click on build now. Yeah, it's okay if version is not coming. Fill these 2 root, POM and goals and option, save, click on save button and then build it. And do let me know the output of it. Yes, Shubham, it's okay if Maven version is not coming. No, it's okay. You can fill this root POM and goal an option and click on save button. See, Anurag got the answer. Finish success. See, are you getting this screen? This one? Finish success and test run. You simply scroll up and just check whether you are getting this test run 2 failures and 0, like that. Yes, okay. So it means that two test cases were there in the form.xml file, and please take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot of test run 2 and then finished success. This one. See, once, okay, Shubham, see, root POM and goal and options fill करने के बाद click on save button. Then you will come to this dashboard. Here there is an option called as a build now. So click on it, wait for few minutes, you will get a result. Console output as a successful. Wait for few minutes. It depends on the internet speed also. It depends on the internet speed. It will take some time. Those are finished. Please take a screenshot and save it. And just open your GitHub account. Inside this James Lee tutorial, there is one file called as a form.xml. Click on it and just find out here inside the course, just find out where is JUnit. JUnit is there. Just find out where is the JUnit. Tell me in which line is there. Line number 180. Yes, you over here. Okay, so understood. JUnit Selenium is integrated with this tool. See this line. Selenium can be integrated with the tools like JUnit, TestNG for the test management. So what it shows that we have successfully done, we have successfully performed the testing, Selenium testing tool using the Maven project. Okay. Or one more thing is, in some Maven project, see in some Maven project inside of this JUnit, there will be a test ng also. Okay, so it means that you can perform the testing. Understood? Because in Viva, the external may ask you to show me the pom.xml file. So what you have to do is you have to open the GitHub account. Just wait a minute. Open this GitHub account, or you can take any Maven project. Okay, here Maven project means what? If pom.xml file is there, then that project is called as a Maven project. You have to open this pom.xml file and then search the JUnit and or test ng and show it to your external. Okay, so who is getting the failure? What is the error? Yeah, you have to take a screenshot of it. This part, the last one, that is finished success, and the previous one. Just if you scroll back a little, no, you get test run 2 failure 0, like this. Ashubham, can you share your screen? I'll stop sharing mine. Hi, I'll just present, please. Okay, it is visible. Do one thing, go to the dashboard. Dashboard. Huh. Manage Jenkins. Global tool configuration. Huh. Okay, now scroll down. Go to the Maven thing. Just scroll down a little bit. Click on Maven installation. Now scroll down. Which version is there? 3.8.1. Okay, now save it. Now go to that your file name, experiment 7, I guess. Dashboard. Maven. Click on configure button. Configure. Now go click on build button. Build. हाँ form.xml file. Just scroll up. Just scroll up. Okay, click. Just scroll down. Click on the outside. Click on the outside. Just scroll up. Have you given a proper gate link? Is this correct? Just scroll down. Delete that form.xml file and type it again. Delete it and type it again because it shows that your is, account Jenkins is not linked to the GitHub account. Click on the build now. Build now. Click on it. Now just wait. Meanwhile, you do one thing. Go to the dashboard. Manage Jenkins. Global tool configuration. Go dashboard. Manage Jenkins. Global tool configuration. And show me the JDK version. JDK installation. Do one thing. Delete the first JDK. Delete first one. Delete it. So give some name. Go up. Go on the JDK. Give some name. No, you can give any name. You can simply type JDK, Java, whatever. Just scroll down. Go to the Maven thing. Maven installation. Click on it. Just scroll down. Select 3 point. Check in version. Select 3.03. 3.03. There. Now save it. Now just check that output जो अभी बिल्ड किया था ना मैवन वाला click on it. See, click on the second one. Just want to see the why it is not coming. Just scroll down. And see failure to What is the seventh line? You are getting some Java error on. What is the seventh line? Seventh line from the start. Java.io dot exception something fail to. That one. Thanks. Fail to reveal. Okay, sure. I'll just check this Java thing because you're only getting a Java error. And because of that, some experiments are not working. Username and credentials you send me. I know, I know. Don't send the password. Don't send it. You can stop sharing. Okay. So this is how you should run these. Is experiment number 7. So do you have any issues or any queries related to theory or practical theory?
Ma'am, we have to take access of the GitHub page, the line 180,
Line
J
one.
Unit 1.
नहीं 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 दैट इज फॉर योर रेफरेंस कि अगर इन केस किसी ने पूछा इन वाइवा नो कि किधर से आपको आया लाइक जे यूनिट किधर है शो मी दैट टेस्ट एन जी हाउ कम टू नो दैट इसमें ही जे यूनिट or समथिंग सो यू जस्ट हैव टू सर्च डोंट टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट ऑफ इट इज फॉर योर रेफरेंस बट अगर आप बाद में जाके भूल जाने वाले हो तो बेटर यू कैन टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट बट डोंट अटैच इट इन द एक्सपेरिमेंट apart from it any doubt in selenium, what is selenium, what is test cases, how many types of testing is there, automated testing, manual testing. Any doubts?